rumors standing tall he's out, clean and clear. But here's the real kicker. Why would Megyn risk her reputation to say this now? Something's off. And we're digging in. It's wild how fast the internet can flip a story upside down. 1 minute, everyone's calling Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban the definition of true love, and the next, Megyn Kelly swoops in like a talk show tornado, dropping a truth bomb that leaves Hollywood gasping for air. According to Megyn, Keith wasn't the hopeless romantic he pretended to be. He was a strategist, a man who knew exactly what marrying Nicole would do for his career. And let's be honest, when he met her, Keith wasn't exactly topping the charts or selling out stadiums. He was talented, yes, but struggling to stay relevant. Then, like magic, after he put that ring on Nicole's finger, boom, his name started popping up everywhere. Red carpets, charity galas, TV interviews, award shows. Suddenly, Keith Urban was no longer just a country singer, he was Hollywood royalty by association, and that's exactly what Megyn Kelly hinted at. She didn't hold back. On her show, she allegedly said, Keith Urban didn't just fall in love, he fell into opportunity. That one sentence broke the internet. Fans went from disbelief to pure chaos. Because for years, Nicole was seen as the graceful, loyal partner who stood by him through his rehab, his relapses, his public breakdowns. But now people are looking at her like the victim of a long con. Insiders claim Nicole ignored all the red flags because she was desperate for stability after her messy breakup with Tom Cruise. And Keith? He played it smooth. He gave her that country boy charm, acted humble, emotional, spiritual, the perfect opposite of Hollywood excess. But as Megyn pointed out, there's a fine line between love and leverage, and allegedly, Keith knew exactly how to walk that line. Now, the real twist. This wasn't some offhand comment. Sources online claim Megyn said this with receipts. Word is, she's seen documents, maybe even emails, showing Keith negotiating certain appearances and sponsorships using Nicole's name without her full consent. Like those luxury endorsement deals where Nicole's presence at an event magically doubled Keith's asking price. If true, that's not just manipulation, it's a whole business model. And the audience ate it up. Clips from Megyn's segment flooded social media. Fans posted side-by-side videos, Nicole attending movie premieres with Keith by her side, Keith tagging along on global tours, Nicole carrying the brand while Keith smiled for the cameras. Some users even joked, Keith Urban didn't marry Nicole Kidman. He married the spotlight. Others went harder, calling him Hollywood's most charming opportunist. But the story didn't end with public speculation. Oh no, it got darker. Because rumors started spreading that Nicole found out. According to an alleged close friend, she discovered suspicious contracts linked to Keith's management team, contracts that mentioned her image rights, her branding value, and her name being used in third-party promotions. Imagine that! Your own husband profiting off your face behind your back. When confronted, sources say Keith brushed it off, saying it was just business, that everything he did was to build their legacy. But Nicole reportedly wasn't buying it. And that's when the silence began. The couple stopped doing joint interviews. Their public appearances grew colder, and the smiles faded from the photos. So when Megyn Kelly decided to speak up, it wasn't just gossip, it felt like confirmation. The world suddenly connected the dots. Nicole's recent emotional interviews, her withdrawal from certain projects, and her unusually private behavior all started making sense. This wasn't just a divorce, it was a betrayal of trust on a career-altering scale. People close to Nicole allegedly told entertainment blogs that she's been devastated but determined not to let this break her. One even claimed she's done letting men build empires off her name. It's like déjà vu. First Tom Cruise, now Keith Urban, to powerful men, to stories of control, image, and exploitation. But this time, Nicole's reportedly not playing nice. As Megyn Kelly's exposed circulates, new names are getting dragged in. There's talk of PR strategists, brand agents, and even a mysterious accountant who handled Keith's financial negotiations during the marriage. One anonymous source told a gossip outlet Nicole thought she was protecting love. But what she was protecting was a carefully constructed business partnership disguised as a marriage. And that's the part Megyn allegedly emphasized the illusion of equality in Hollywood marriages. She said, "In that world, love doesn't just come with a ring, it comes with a contract." And maybe she's right. Because Nicole and Keith's story isn't just about romance gone wrong, it's about the dangerous balance between fame, fortune, and trust. Now, the big question that has everyone talking. Why did Megyn Kelly come forward now? What does she stand to gain by exposing this? Some believe it's her way of clawing back relevance after her own career controversies. Others think she's genuinely trying to pull the curtain on Hollywood hypocrisy. Whatever her motive, one thing's certain: she's reignited a scandal that's threatening to destroy one of entertainment's most polished images. And just like that, a love story that once defined grace and glamour has turned into a case study in manipulation, greed, and betrayal. Nicole Kidman, the powerhouse actress who's faced everything from Scientology scandals to Oscar snubs, is now facing perhaps her most personal betrayal yet, served not by her ex, but exposed by a journalist who refuses to let the truth die quietly. The storm didn't come down of anything. It exploded overnight. By morning, hashtags like #KeithUseNicole and #MEGYN said at first were trending across every platform. Fans who once idolized the couple were now dissecting every red carpet clip, every interview, every smile that suddenly looked staged in hindsight. But here's where things got messier. Megyn Kelly wasn't backing down. In fact, she doubled down on her claims during a live stream, allegedly saying, "Keith Urban is the kind of man who learns how to love the camera before he learns how to love his wife." That line alone sent shockwaves through entertainment newsrooms. You could almost hear the collective gasp of Hollywood's PR departments spinning in panic. And you know what happens when Megyn speaks, receipts start surfacing. Suddenly, anonymous industry insiders began leaking supposed internal memos and email threads from Keith's management team. These alleged documents showed Keith's name linked to brand partnership expansions that were surprise dependent on Nicole's participation. Some contracts even hinted that Nicole's attendance at certain events increased Keith's marketability by up to 400%. Now, imagine finding out your own marriage was doubling as a marketing campaign. That's the version of the story making rounds in gossip circles, and the internet is loving it. People are calling it Hollywood's quietest con, but it doesn't stop there. According to one insider, Nicole's team had been suspicious for years. They noticed that Keith's projects always launched conveniently around Nicole's big moments, movie premieres, awards season, magazine covers. Like clockwork, Keith would suddenly drop a new album, sign a brand deal, or headline a show. Coincidence? Megyn doesn't think so. During her alleged exclusive, Megyn supposedly revealed that Nicole's inner circle confronted her multiple times. But she brushed it off, saying, "Keith would never use me. He loves me." Oh, the irony. The world now sees that quote being replayed on TikTok, paired with slow zooms, sad music, and captions like, "He loved her." Strategically, fans of Megyn Kelly are now praising her for exposing Hollywood's gold rush marriages. Others accuse her of fueling misogyny by turning a woman's pain into clickbait. But regardless of opinions, one thing's clear: her comments have reignited a cultural conversation about celebrity power dynamics. Who's using who in these relationships? Who's building whose career? And then came the supposed financial trail. According to tabloid-style leaks, Nicole's name appeared in Keith's corporate filings through several entertainment ventures companies that managed branding, merchandise, and sponsorships. In some of these, her likeness and image rights were allegedly used as collateral value. Translation: her fame literally added monetary worth to Keith's business empire. And if that sounds cold, wait till you hear this. One fake report even claimed Nicole found out only after seeing her name pop up in a financial audit tied to a luxury car sponsorship Keith signed in 2021, the deal allegedly listed her as an image-based equity partner. She didn't even drive the car. But the heartbreak doesn't end with money. Emotional betrayal is what fans can't stop talking about. Megyn's commentary struck a nerve because it reframed their love story as a case of manipulation hiding under Southern charm. People are pulling up old footage, Keith crying on stage about his beautiful wife, Nicole blushing on talk shows. The two of them saying we complete each other. Now the internet sees every tear, every laugh as performance art and social media detectives are digging even deeper. Some users claim to have spotted patterns in Keith's interviews, how he always mentioned Nicole when launching new projects, how he'd subtly redirect questions to plug his next tour or album. He turned every marriage milestone into marketing. One viral tweet claimed, gaining over 500,000 likes. Then came the wildest twist, rumors of a secret conversation. A supposed leaked audio clip, allegedly from a close friend's phone, has been circulating online. In it, a voice believed to be Nicole's is heard saying, "He used my name, my face, my fame, and I let him, of course." There's no verified proof, but that didn't stop fans from spreading it like wildfire. Meanwhile, Keith Urban's camp has gone full damage control. His PR team issued a vague statement saying Keith remains focused on his music and family and refuses to engage in baseless speculation, which, of course, did the opposite of calming things down. Because in 2025 internet logic, silence equals guilt, and speaking of silence, Nicole Kidman hasn't said a single word publicly. No denial, no confirmation, nothing. Just a few cryptic Instagram posts, a black and white selfie with the caption "Peace is power," and another showing her walking barefoot by the ocean. Fans interpret every post like it's a coded message. Some say she's healing. Others believe she's gearing up for her own tell-all moment. Meanwhile, entertainment reporters are whispering that Nicole's lawyers are reviewing certain branding documents tied to Keith's production companies. Some believe she might take legal action to reclaim her image rights. If that happens, this could turn into one of the biggest celebrity legal battles since Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. But Megyn Kelly isn't done stirring the pot. She allegedly hinted there's more to come and that she's received additional tips from people close to the Urban Kidman circle. On her show, she supposedly teased, "You think this is about love? No, this is about power and who profits from it." And just like that, the narrative shifted again. What started as a Hollywood divorce rumor has now turned into a full-blown investigation into celebrity exploitation. Online commentators are even comparing Keith to historical cases of career-climbing spouses. Some are calling him the modern-day Mr. Kidman, which has quickly become a meme through it all. The irony remains, Keith's name is everywhere again. Streams of his music are up. His interviews are trending. Even his critics can't stop saying his name. If Megyn Kelly's claims were meant to ruin him, they might have done the opposite, because in Hollywood, even scandal sells. But the question everyone's now asking is chilling. Did Megyn Kelly actually expose Keith Urban, or did she just give him the publicity he's always been after? And just when the noise was starting to settle, boom, another explosion hit the headlines. An Australian entertainment outlet dropped what they called exclusive digital correspondence between Keith Urban's PR team and a luxury endorsement agency. The alleged emails? They reference leveraging Nicole's prestige factor to elevate Keith's international image. Leveraging, as if his own wife was a corporate asset. The messages supposedly detailed marketing strategies tied directly to Nicole's red carpet appearances, phrases like maximize Nicole's Academy Award presence, and align Keith's tour promotion with Nicole's Vogue cover drop. It sounded less like a marriage and more like a business partnership signed in diamonds and pearls. And you know the internet, once you give them a taste, they want the whole feast. TikTok detectives went feral. Every fan account turned into an investigative agency. One viral video broke down Keith's entire career timeline, overlaying it with Nicole's major film releases. And guess what? Every single one of his career peaks suspiciously aligned with hers. When she won her Oscar, his tour sales tripled. When she did Big Little Lies, his sponsorship deals soared. It wasn't just fans making connections anymore, it was financial analysts, entertainment lawyers, even ex-publicists weighing in. One anonymous PR consultant told a gossip blog, "It's no secret in Hollywood that Keith Urban's brand relied on being Nicole Kidman's husband. That was the hook. That was the pitch." And suddenly, Megyn Kelly's so-called outrageous claim didn't seem so outrageous anymore. Meanwhile, inside sources started whispering that Nicole's inner circle was furious. Rumors suggested her team was combing through old contracts and sponsorships to see how deep the financial web went. A few unverified reports even claimed that Nicole found out she'd been unknowingly listed as an executive contributor in one of Keith's business ventures. And not for creative reasons, just for the name value. Imagine finding out your worth was monetized without your consent. The woman who played Grace Kelly and Virginia Woolf, Oscar winner, an icon reduced to a PR bullet point in someone else's business pitch. The emotional toll, people said, was visible. Paparazzi caught her outside her Nashville home looking distraught, clutching her phone, and wearing sunglasses at night. Tabloids ran the photos with headlines like "The Mask of Nicole Behind the Calm." Chaos, and inside sources claim she's been quietly meeting with her legal team. Not to fight for money, but to clear her name from Keith's business dealings once and for all. But then came the twist nobody saw coming. Megyn Kelly went live again, this time claiming she had new documents that proved Keith's manipulation wasn't just emotional or financial, but strategic. She hinted at career engineering tactics, allegedly orchestrated collaborations, planted PR stories, even staged moments designed to make Keith look like the perfect husband. The quote that broke the internet was this: "Keith Urban didn't just marry Nicole Kidman, he built a franchise out of her." You could practically feel Hollywood shake. The response was immediate. Celebrities started unfollowing Keith. Industry colleagues who'd once called him the nicest guy in country music went silent. Meanwhile, fan accounts for Nicole began flooding social media with the hashtag Justice for Nicole, transforming her from a quiet movie star into a symbol of empowerment and reclaiming independence. And as the narrative spiraled, even bigger outlets jumped in. The Daily Mail, Page 6, News all ran their own investigations, each claiming to have exclusive insight. One source even alleged that Nicole's refusal to seek spousal support during their divorce wasn't about generosity, it was about principle. She didn't want another dime tied to his name. Behind the scenes, it said Nicole has been preparing to speak publicly. Her close friend allegedly, an A-list actress, told a reporter that Nicole wants to control her story before others distort it further, which basically confirms that something's brewing. Maybe an Oprah-style sit-down, maybe a statement through her publicist. But one thing's for sure, the silence is no longer peace. It's preparation. Meanwhile, Keith Urban's camp has gone radio silent. No posts, no interviews. Just reruns of old performances on YouTube and a pinned tweet thanking fans for their unwavering support, but everyone knows what that means in celebrity code: damage control mode. And it's not working, because every time Keith tries to fade into the background, another source pops up with fresh allegations. One claimed that during their marriage, Nicole once confronted Keith about a mysterious joint account that she never opened. Another alleged that Keith used Nicole's production contacts to land a TV scoring deal in 2018. None of it's confirmed. But it doesn't matter, Hollywood lives on perception, not proof, and perception right now, it's brutal. Megyn Kelly, on the other hand, is reveling in it. She's allegedly teasing a full segment called The Nicole Files, where she plans to unpack how Hollywood hides emotional exploitation behind glamour, whether she has real evidence or just sharp commentary. People are tuning in. Her ratings are soaring. She's back in the spotlight, exactly where she thrives. Ironically, the very scandal she exposed is now boosting her career. The circle of fame devours itself again. But let's be honest, this isn't just about Nicole or Keith anymore. This has turned into a public autopsy of celebrity relationships where love is currency, fame is leverage, and authenticity is the rarest commodity. Hollywood couples are suddenly under a microscope. Every red carpet photo looks a little faker. Every "we're so in love" caption sounds a little scripted. And in the center of it all, Nicole Kidman stands silent, watching, waiting, calculating. Maybe she's hurt, maybe she's furious, maybe she's just done with the noise. Whatever the case, one thing's clear: if Megyn Kelly's right, Nicole didn't just lose a husband, she lost the illusion of what that marriage ever was. And Keith Urban? He might have gotten the fame he wanted, lost. Because in this town, reputation is the only currency that doesn't recover once it's spent. The story's still unraveling. Every hour, new evidence, new whispers, new headlines. But the question remains: was Keith the mastermind, or just another Hollywood casualty of ambition and image? Because at this point, the line between love and leverage has never been thinner. If you thought the story couldn't get any messier, trust me, Hollywood always finds a way to outdo itself. And this Nicole-Keith-Megyn triangle? It's only just getting started. If Nicole finally breaks her silence, you know Lumi Legacy will have every angle, every leak, and every hidden receipt. So hit that subscribe button and join the conversation, because in this town, the truth doesn't just come out, it explodes. Stay tuned right here on Lumi Legacy, where fame fades, secrets surface, and we spill the stories they never wanted you to hear. So you mean to tell me, after nearly 2 decades of picture-perfect smiles, red carpet kisses, and couple goals headlines, Megyn Kelly just shattered the illusion of Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban's fairy tale marriage? Oh, buckle up, because according to Megyn's so-called exclusive insight, Keith wasn't the dope. He was allegedly using Nicole, using her fame and her Hollywood connections to build his own empire. And now that the empire's standing tall, he's out, clean and clear. But here's the real kicker: why would Megyn risk her reputation to say this now? Something's off. And we're digging in. It's wild how fast the internet can flip a story upside down. One minute, everyone's calling Nicole Kidman true love, and the next, Megyn Kelly swoops in like a talk show tornado, dropping a truth bomb that leaves Hollywood gasping for air. According to Megyn, Keith wasn't the hopeless romantic he pretended to be. He was a strategist, a man who knew exactly what marrying Nicole would do for his career. And let's be honest, when he met her, Keith wasn't exactly topping the charts or selling out stadiums. He was talented, yes, but struggling to stay relevant. Then, like magic, after he put that ring on Nicole's finger, boom, his name started popping up everywhere. Red carpets, charity galas, TV interviews, award shows. Suddenly, Keith Urban was no longer just a country singer, he was Hollywood royalty by association. And that's exactly what Megyn Kelly hinted at. She didn't hold back. On her show, she allegedly, Keith Urban didn't just fall in love, he fell into opportunity. That one sentence broke the internet. Fans went from disbelief to pure chaos. Because for years, Nicole was seen as the graceful, loyal partner who stood by him through his rehab, his relapses, his public breakdowns. But now people are looking at her like the victim of a long con. Insiders claim Nicole ignored all the red stability after her messy breakup with Tom Cruise. And Keith? He played it smooth. He gave her that country boy charm, acted humble, emotional of Hollywood excess. But as Megyn pointed out, there's a fine line between love and leverage, and allegedly, Keith knew exactly how to walk that line. Now, the real twist: this wasn't some offhand comment. Sources online claim Megyn said this with receipts. Word is, she's seen documents, maybe even emails, showing Keith negotiating certain appearances and sponsorships using Nicole's name without her full consent. Like those luxury endorsement deals where Nicole's presence at an event magically doubled Keith's asking price. If true, that's not just manipulation, it's a whole business model. And the audience ate it up. Clips from Megyn's segment flooded social media. Videos Nicole attending movie premieres with Keith by her side, Keith tagging along on global tours, Nicole carrying the brand while Keith smiled for the cameras. Some users even joked, Keith Urban didn't marry Nicole Kidman. He married the spotlight. Others went harder, calling him Hollywood's most charming opportunist. But the story didn't end with public speculation. Oh no, it got darker, because rumors started spreading that Nicole found out. According to an alleged close